Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers around the world. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharp, IBCLC Director of Communications and MC here at Gold Learning. Welcome as you join us. This week, we're talking all about our Gold Neonatal Online Conference 2026, and you can find us at goldneonatal.com. All the details are on the website, all the things that we're sharing and talking about. And I'm honestly, every time I come on camera, I think about, that I'm smiling from ear to ear. But what you miss before you join us is that, of course, we're talking to our amazing presenters, many who have been working with us. And I am so delighted to introduce you here today, Rashmi Poduval, who has just actually recorded one of the presentations that you're going to be able to listen to right away when you register for this event on June 1st. So I'm so excited. Rashmi, welcome. It is so good to have you here today. Of course, I know I've had an inside scoop, a little inside peek to what's coming up here. And I know you're talking about holistic lactation management in the NICU, a comprehensive family-centered framework. Hence the smiling, because it was such a great presentation. So congratulations for being here at Gold this year. It's wonderful to have you.
Thank you so much, Fiona. Really, really excited and really look forward to seeing other talks in the conferences.
Yes, absolutely. And we have so many great ones this year. And of course, this one speaks to so many of us who work in the field because looking at what lactation management looks like today, it has shifted. There are new things that are happening and that brings me so much joy. However, we know that sometimes things are moving slower than what we would like. So I wanted to dive into some of my questions that I have for you here today. And I want to talk about that sort of curiosity of, trying to understand maybe your approach a little bit. So I want to know what inspired you to really take a more holistic approach to lactation care in the NICU.
That's a very good question, I must say. And let me talk a little bit about how I started this journey. So, I do not have any personal experience with breastfeeding. So, many lactation professionals, you might have heard that they say that they had some personal experience which brought them to the
Right.
NICU. But for me, it was just by chance. I joined the NICU first, and then I fell in love with my work. And then I decided to become a lactation consultant. So, definitely, what I look for or what I particularly liked about was it was a different world altogether when I started working in the NICU, and definitely it was very challenging. For me, it was the first time that I was surrounded with so many tiny babies, and yeah, so then that is when I decided that yes, I wanted to work in this profession itself, and definitely working in the NICU is very, very different than working with full-term babies. Uh,
Right. That's amazing. And it's so, I mean, it's inspiring to hear how, you were sort of, I guess, there and you fell in love with what was happening around you, which is amazing. And I know that you detail more of who inspired you and all your mentors in your presentation. So of course people can come and listen to sort of the full story of what you have to share, but it is lovely to hear how you fell in love with it. Let's talk a little bit about the clinical aspect of what it might look like when we're in the NICU. What are some of the biggest challenges do you think that families face when trying to breastfeed or provide milk for their babies in the NICU?
So the challenge itself is that many a times parents are not mentally prepared for it. So preterm
Mm,
birth comes out of blue, and it is very sudden thing that happens, and
right.
they might be very clueless. They might not know what to expect from the NICU. Plus, it might be very time consuming. So sometimes these babies are there in the NICU for a very long period of time. I've seen 3 months,
Hmm.
4 months, where it
Wow.
can be really, really challenging, and definitely going to complete breastfeeding might take time. They have to express, so it is quite taxing. So it is a financial burden for the family. It is an emotional burden for the family. It is physically tiring. They have to sit in the NICU, feed their
Mm,
babies with spoon or maybe cup throughout day and night. So it can be very tiring for the babies, for the parents as such. And definitely there's stress that comes with all the medical challenges that they face. So all days are not equal. Sometimes babies do very well with feeding. Sometimes there can be deterioration in the health condition. Sometimes they do very poorly with certain oral feeding trials that we give in the NICU.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see how that, step by step process for families being there. There's so many things that they're trying to process in such a short period of time. And so you can really understand the pressure that they could be under as they try to make, these decisions that, they've maybe never thought about before in their lives when it comes to providing milk, producing milk, all those things. Your session looks at lactation support as more than just feeding. What are some of what changes when the NICU team support both the sort of the baby and the whole family together? So what changes for them in that perspective?
Yes, so my talk is focused on family integrated support that we can provide to families. So it doesn't consider lactation as just one part of the care that we provide, but the entire ecosystem that we take into
Mm,
consideration. So that means that the parents should have a very pleasant experience when they are visiting NICU, though it is a very stressful place to
sure.
be in, where there's monitors beeping all around you and you don't know
Hmm.
why these equipments are being used for your baby. To provide that sort of calming environment even in that situation, provide them mental support that they require, guiding them right from birth to final transition to breastfeeding. So it is a very long and tiring journey when we have to support the families at every step of it. And definitely holistic lactation care would mean that they should have a very nice experience bonding and connecting with the baby even while the baby is in the NICU. In fact, when the mothers visit their babies for the first time in the NICU, we also celebrate the first touch that the mom has with the baby. So we make her feel very welcomed. We show the baby, we tell her about the medical condition, what to expect, how the feeding journey is going to be like. So that is what we try to ensure, that they get that wholesome experience, and they do not miss on anything that otherwise a mother would experience when she delivers a full term baby.
And I love that aspect of really, having that inclusion, um, but also not, not saying things. There's a feeling of protection of the families and not sharing too much. But in actual fact, the families need to know, especially the mother, really needs to know what's happening so that she can understand what the next steps would be. I think we've definitely grown in that aspect of learning and understanding the importance of, integrative care. Now, tell me, as we wrap things up here today with our time, tell me a little bit about what could really, change, or what is it you're talking about in your presentation that you're hoping that our NICU staff and, that could take away from your presentation?
Yeah, so what my talk basically focuses on is probably improving that sensitivity towards parents when they are coming to the NICU, because they have a lot of queries, a lot of questions, and we have to try and understand what they're going through. So, like you rightly said, we have to set realistic goals for the families, and for that, everybody needs to be on the same page. So, when we talk
Mm,
about holistic approach, the entire team, entire multidisciplinary team should focus on the same aspect of it. There should be a written breastfeeding policy for the NICU, which everybody follows, and that is
mm.
conveyed to the families as well. So I look forward to providing that uh, holistic care in the NICU when it comes to not just newborn care but also lactation care, so that families successfully transition to breastfeeding.
Yes, so important. Sometimes we forget that having a policy in place actually brings continuity amongst staff members. I think sometimes we get so busy doing our work that we forget that, onboarding somebody new, because there's going to be turnover of staff, new people coming in, collaborative workers, outside workers. And so I love that you talked about having that policy in place is so valuable. And then, Rashmi, would you recommend, like, how often, when you have a policy about, collaborating, caring, or doing, holistic management, how frequently would you have a look at that and update it? Would you do that yearly? What do you recommend when you have those types of things in your NICU?
I would say definitely because things are updating on a regular basis. So we do need to
Mm-hmm.
have a look at it and reframe and go through few things and correct them every at least 6 monthly or annually. And
Yes.
definitely we need to sit with the team, especially the new staff that joins the NICU. They need to
Mm.
be made aware about the policies. Uh, so yeah, continuous training is very important, especially in an NICU setting. So the lactation consultant, the sister in charge, all the new
Mm-hmm.
staff, infection control staff, all the doctors, everybody needs to be made aware of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love the idea of having that refresh, even as, an experienced person, say in the NICU, but always sort of mentoring those that are coming in because it keeps everybody on the same page and with the same goals, in respect to our families as well. Well, thank you so much, my friend. We've just run right out of time, but I'm so appreciative to you. Delighted to have you here as part of our Gold Neonatal online conference this year. Again, Rashmi Poduval is talking about holistic lactation management in the NICU, a comprehensive family-centered framework. You'll be able to find Rashmi, of course, online. She'll be available to all of you through our forums, which are a dedicated space to all of our attendees as part of our Gold Neonatal Conference. And you can check it out at goldneonatal.com. Rashmi, it's been so wonderful chatting with you here today. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, Fiona. Same here.
And thank you to all of you listening in once again. We'll look forward to hearing from you and learning from you as well. But for now, we'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye bye for now, everyone.